What's good? I'm Day. You know, you don't need a damn mentor. A lot of people seek mentorship, and I did low key when I was younger too, and I learned like the hard way, and I'm glad I did. We can still say the mentors that I chose in life were a mentor because they told me so much that I didn't agree with, and I got to a point where I realized that they taught me exactly who not to be. They taught me who not to be. Um, I'm gonna say this first because this is the most important thing I think. No, it's not. I'm gonna say something even better than this, but this is good. This is a good start. Um, if somebody, anybody that you're seeking advice from doesn't have the exact life that you want to manifest, don't listen to their ass. And a lot of times, nobody else has the exact life that you want. When you truly ask yourself what you want, when you truly come to an understanding of what it is that you want, a lot of people that you cross paths with will never have anything remotely close to it. I did not know that I wanted to live overseas and experience a life of freedom and joy from the system, which did not look like extreme luxury, but rather looked like simplicity. I didn't know that simplicity was luxury. Like, I only need a few things in life, and I am so happy. So happy. Like, in the States and in the West in general, they teach you, like, acquire so much money, get filthy rich so you could pass it down for generations and enjoy all the spoils that you possibly can. Like, just be spoiled with everything. And then they try to humble it up and say, don't overbuy and all this other good shit. But when you see those people, they got a lot, right? Yeah, you think that that's like the answer a lot of times. Even if you don't view it from like a angle of being super flashy and flexing, you still view like money as the answer, right? And I'm like, nah, that's not. If I'm able to pay for everything that I need or have access to everything that I need in the arts that will allow me to put out the message that I want to put out in a manner that is exceptional, which boils down to how good you are, how great you are at your craft, which I didn't know either. Like, if I have that and then I have good, nutritious food and water, healthy water, like real living water, um, and an aesthetically pleasing place that is big enough just for me, my wife, and my daughter, nothing bigger. And I thought that I needed like transportation, but shit, in certain places you don't even need transportation. Out here in Albania, in the city that I'm specifically in, I don't even need a car at all. I just walk. We walk everywhere and we feel great. I get more than 10,000 steps every single day. Every day. And I am doing amazing. And then I just need community. It's really the things that are on Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And when it comes to those two bottom columns for survival and security, it's like I live in a very safe place, so I'm already secure. I got 5 locks on my door that came pre-installed. I'm super safe. The weather over here is not bad at all, so you won't be experiencing natural disasters. They have earthquakes over here, but um, a lot of times you can avoid that. And I come from a place where earthquakes happen all the time. So that, that everything is checked off. Everything is checked off. I have love and belonging. I have self-esteem. I have everything. A lot of people that you seek mentorship from don't have majority of those things. And if they do have some money, then they just have the bottom two, but they don't have the top three, which are the most important things ever. And an individual is very miserable when they don't have those things, the top three, because they're very spiritual and they're very essential for a human being's sanity. They just are. If you analyze anybody in life who doesn't have love and belonging slash community and all that good shit, self-esteem, and they're not self-actualized, they're miserable in many different ways. And they'll project that misery in many ways. So if you're seeking their advice, you're foolish, just like I was, because they're not that. But it's probably because before this video, you were ignorant to that concept. They taught me exactly who not to be. That was the greatest lesson I learned. And so after that, I realized I didn't need a mentor. You know why? Because your greatest mentor is already here, right in front of you. Just look in your damn reflection. Your mentor is right there. You're the only one with your unique life. You're the only one who has an observer who sees every angle of your life. And then you have another observer on top of that observer who is observing the observer and the person experiencing life. Did you know that? It's true. In fact, you have a council inside of you. There's a book called Whole Brain Living, WHOLE, Whole Brain Living, by Dr. Jill Bolt Taylor. You can go and search her videos up on YouTube and watch her. You could read the book. Either or both. I advise you do both. But to hear her speak about it is good enough. I won't educate you as to what she talks about completely, but basically there's 4 people living within your brain alone. There's a council of 4 people, and they're all very different from one another, and they have different roles. And they fight with one another if you don't know how to train them, especially if you don't know that they exist. That's why you have all these contradictions about yourself as a human being, and you're like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Even though I consciously did that, why did I consciously do that? It's because there's multiple characters. And the character that's asking, why did I do that, is a different character. But when you're not aware of it, you just see yourself as just one. You're multiple. You got 2 characters on the left side of your brain, the left hemisphere, 2 on the right hemisphere. And you're supposed to receive guidance from all 4 of those characters and utilize them at different points in your day in order to effectively get through life. So Dr. Jill Bolt Taylor illuminates a lot of that darkness that people don't talk about, a lot of those things that are hidden in the dark. That's why I love science too. I love science. A lot of religious people try to fight against science a lot of times. Science is not everything. It really is not, because a lot of people try to make science God as well. It is a religion. But when you utilize it the right way, you can actually understand who you are in many different ways. I utilize anything I possibly can to understand myself more because I am my greatest teacher. I am my greatest teacher. I don't need to seek advice from anybody unless it's something that has to do with external matters. You know, if I need somebody to critique my art the right way and I trust their opinion because they have mastered their craft or they have a certain understanding of things as a consumer, I am all for it. Things of that nature, or something that somebody else is qualified in that I have nothing to do with. I don't know nothing about no rocket science. If I need to learn anything about rocket science, I'm going to go to one of the greatest, if not the greatest, rocket scientists to learn about that, right? But when it comes to my identity and who I am, there's no greater teacher than myself. And a lot of people have failed at this because, like I say in my other videos, people are seeking some kind of external deity, some force outside there. They're looking for a God, not realizing that they are that God. It's right here in you. It's right there. Look in your eyes. Look at your own reflection, damn it. It's right there. He or she is right there. And she or he is waiting for you to be guided by them. Been here the whole time since you were a kid. Been there the whole time. Just talk to yourself. Ask yourself, what should we be doing? What is this? How do we make sense of this? Call upon your higher self. Call upon the observer that observes the observer. And they'll say, well, I've seen this, and I've seen this, and I've seen this. This is what makes sense. What do you think? The observer gets to say, oh, that makes sense because I've observed this too over here. The observer above that observer will say, yeah, I know. So what do you think? And the first observer will look at you, the person that's experiencing life in first person, and you'll be able to sit there and say, I don't know, you guys are making a lot of sense because that did happen and this happened, huh? And that is this for this reason. And that was that, huh? Okay. Well, let's try. Let's see. And you just do something different and you get results. It happens for me all the time because that's all that I seek. I don't care who it is. Nobody can tell me about me. I know me. And that's why I don't try to tell other people about themselves in that way. I only give them information and I'm only here to be a guide based off of my perspective. Whatever I have for you that you can possibly apply, here's my arsenal of weapons, so to speak. They're all just perspectives. Take whatever applies and apply it to your life because I can't tell you what applies. I have never walked a day in your shoes. And you know, a lot of these mentors out here are extreme narcissists and just want to create a new version of themselves through your life. And they're not interested in analyzing your unique life that nobody has ever lived, ever. And they want to alter that, tell you what to do with it. That's the biggest red flag, is somebody not trying to understand who you truly are before trying to give you some kind of advice. A lot of times you comb through a person's life and you realize that you're not qualified at all to give them advice because they're so different from you. They're so different from you. That's why when I'm talking to my friends, some of you that even listen to the channel, that have a direct relationship with me, I give you my advice on artistic stuff and all that, but at the end of the day, I'm pointing you back to you. I hope you notice that. I'm holding the mirror up to say, you got the answer. It's you. Go figure it out. I don't got no more for you. This is what it is right here. From what I perceive. Take it. Do something with it. If it doesn't apply, fuck it. I'm not qualified and I don't try. I hope that I am because I want to help you. But if I'm not that person, I'm not that person. You know what I mean? And a lot of times that helps somebody right there. Just that perspective alone of being aware of the fact that I'm not qualified or being aware of the fact that I just need to point them back to them. That helps the person. They usually thumbs up the message, heart the message, say thanks and move on because they're like, I got to talk with myself. I got to think. I got some thinking to do. Yeah, that's exactly what you got to do. You got to do some damn thinking. And I don't think enough people think. From my perspective, from my observation, a lot of people just aren't thinking. They're not thinking hard enough. They're not being present enough. You have to be present. You know, one of the greatest people that has taught me something in life was a damn monk. A monk who just travels the world, gives speeches to people physically, and also makes online content. And the monk is just a breeze that's passing through life, full of wisdom. And the greatest thing he's ever taught me was just how to be still and present, and how that doesn't look like closing my eyes and doing a chant and all this other shit. It's just being aware. Like right now, I have this glass bottle in front of me. This glass bottle could mean so many things, yet I'm not listening because I'm not just looking at it. I'm not being present with it. I'm thinking about my day and all the shit that has happened to me before in the past and what's going to happen in the future. And the past and the future are not here, bro. The future is yet to come, and it's only shaped by the present moment. And the past does not exist because it already passed. The present moment is here. So if I could just sit in the present and just observe this as the only thing that's real, if I could just be with the water, if I could just be with you, if I could just be with Albania right now on my deck, eventually something happens in here very quickly where I'm just a guy experiencing life. I am the observer. I'm just chilling. And everything becomes very simple. And that was the answer that I needed to my life. As simple as that is, It's very difficult to do when you have been trained to do the exact opposite, to worry about everything, think about everything, and to manifest things in the present moment, negative things based off of you going back into the past that doesn't exist and trying to go into the future to avoid being hurt. That shit is not real. Your future is negatively affected when you do that. If you want to alter your future for the better, be in the present moment now and use the perspective that the observer is receiving in this present moment just by breathing and being one with nature. It's so good. I'm a monk now. I don't dwell in a temple. I don't have some religious practice and sit with myself for long periods of time saying the same thing over again or anything like that. I'm not doing anything mystical. I'm not floating in the room, goddammit. I'm just being me. Just chilling, being a soul, observing in the three-dimensional realm. And it changes my health. My physical health literally changed from that. I wasn't in a bad situation or anything with my physical health, but there is a real improvement on my health because, first of all, my spiritual and mental health have changed. And that's what this channel is about. Helping people self-actualize so that they can make adjustments to the woman or man within. Changing first and foremost spiritually, which changes you mentally, which changes you emotionally for the better. And then it has no choice but to manifest physically. All of that positive in the spiritual and in the mental and emotional, it manifests. It has no choice but to manifest physically, instantaneously. You become somebody different at that very moment where it just all clicks. And I hope that while you watch these videos, or even just one video, this is your first time here, maybe even just this video alone, something shifts dramatically in you. That is what I do this for. That's why I do this. I don't get paid for this shit. Not yet. I'm gonna monetize the channel. I need to feed my family. But again, I'm not worried about that stuff. I'm not thinking about it like that. I have a game plan, sure. I have a game plan. But everything has become so simplified in my life because I sat with myself and asked, what do we really want? Do we want the lofty things? Do we want to play this long game? Do we want to monopolize on this colonized world? No, I didn't want that shit. I don't like any of that. I never liked it. Even though I learned how to do it, I'm like, I don't like any of it at all. This is stupid. And I found a way for me to live very simply, to make my income doing what I love to do, not having to report to anybody, just me and myself, being my own boss. And I don't have to exploit the people that I talk to because I'm just giving who I am, my soul to humanity. And in exchange, I'm paid for it in all kind of different ways, happily paid for it. And if it was up to me, if I lived in a world where money didn't matter, or in a small little land where money didn't matter because everything was built on a system of trade, that's all I'd be doing. Build me a nice little crib. I don't need much at all. Build me a simple little crib that's aesthetically pleasing because you are an architect and I can help you self-actualize. Or I can help you with improving your art even more since you're an artist, Mr. or Mrs. Architect. Mr. and Mrs. Farmer, I need some produce. I need some food for my family. Let me help you self-actualize. Life could be so goddamn simple if we all just sat and got present. I'm not interested in a lot of things that a lot of people are or believe that they're interested in. I'm just not. Because I sought answers for myself and realized again that I don't need much in order to be complete, to live a very fulfilled life. I am the most fulfilled person that I have ever encountered on earth because I wanted to be. I really, 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 I needed that. Coming from what I come from, I needed that, and I found it even though it didn't exist in my life, because I've never seen anybody have it, never seen anybody do it, never seen anybody be this person. I manifested it. I'm not capping here. I really am it. This is for the rest of my life. I am him. I am him. I'm the only him I need in my life. Who are you? Who are you? You have to ask yourself that. Who am I? Once you find out what the answer is to that question, the rest will be revealed. And life gets so much better after that. You are your greatest mentor. Please remember that. Don't listen to these people. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. I promise you they don't. They don't have their own fucking life figured out. Why would you seek their advice? If there's a way to send this message to the younger version of myself in another timeline, please send it to that nigga. He needed it. He needs it. Currently, he needs it. Send it to this nigga. Please. Somebody. Shit. All right, I love you. I think that's it for this video. Damn, it's crazy. Like, just looking at people just do life. People are so present over here. It's good, man. And the view is fantastic. See, that's just me doing me. I can appreciate this shit. A lot of people who are highly depressed and all in their head, thinking about the past and the future, they can't enjoy this. They can't look at all this architecture and the people walking around and just really feel fulfilled being here. They can't do it. Well, they can, but they're not allowing themselves to. Depression and all that other shit is not a disease. It's just perspective. It's a matter of perspective. You have the answers. They're always available. Peace.